So I'll write it.
No, they did it. The schedule show was hitting record highs.
You and the three other people.
Email that he gave me, we never called. This was what he gave me for an email letter.
So if you push me, you see me once
I remember last time.
Excuse me, guys. I've got 10 white papers. I've got 10 white papers.
Like I said, just the email that he gave me. I tried to send him all that I
So, I know what you're writing.
Yeah, did you see his ball sign?
It was like, it was kind of like white.
So it's in front of my office.
Hey, good morning. How are you? You bring me something?
Yeah, that's
Bring me something?
well, this is kind of good because he's I told him, I kept calling him to get him here.
I'm pretty
He
more
said,
too.
I see what you did. I said, you just told me you were going to send my package. You had to show me get it. I'm working on him for a while.
You got
He's
it?
to come quite regularly.
You got it?
But if you
Morning, how you doing?
How are you?
Good. I was going to call you last night because I had a question. I finally got on to the
Property
AMP.
management, sales, maintenance, and just woke me up and said, you need to get a sidewalk for this. So really, I think it's and it's just, and I explained why.
She found out and she goes, I'm not going to use this.
I told her I would.
Gigantic box thing.
I told her I would.
Yay, is this like, oh, look at this. Happy birthday to me. Wow.
Well, I actually put you in what they call it.
All your stuff. Oh my goodness.
He had to make it official. It's so
I might come to
I don't think it's supposed to be video. No, you don't. It goes back up.
Hey,
I'm just kidding. I didn't want to say it.
I know that's my first time. Great. So,
I know. Just put a few being around and dealing with it. My computer.
Yeah, so it's all respect markers, so it's either income goal and then.
well, you need to set a fraction.
okay. No. Nobody's up here.
I'm on your team. I'm on your team. I'm on Ed's team. No, thank you.
It's all one team.
That's right.
Yeah. All life is one team. But
He's a disruptor.
30 minutes. It was all right. Who's it out while you place it? Most of it. Who's the player you said there? I'll over here. Oh, since June.
Good morning, sir.
Really? Same day?
Kevin Kidd.
Great.
Nice to meet you, Steven. What?
You
You came a long way. Like from where? That's what I thought.
Very good.
Somewhere that
Are
way.
you still working on it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. But now it's easier to work now because
For me, it's harder.
it's harder. Oh really? Right. Oh yeah.
I guess.
Interesting. Yeah.
All right. Just want to jump in and welcome everybody, and thank you guys all for showing up. Thanks for coming back. Those of you that were here last week for the first time. Thanks to everybody showing up here for the first time. Thanks for everybody jumping on the streaming. Welcome to the conversation. I guess first thing I'd like to do, we have a bunch of new faces here. Just real quick, can you jump in and kind of let us know what brought you here, what you'd like to accomplish here, and kind of go around the room and kind of let us know that, and we'll kind of jump into what we have. We'll start with Steve.
Sure. My name is Steven Steffel. I'm from Ohio. Came here. Ed, it's been a great help mentoring me on quite a few angles, and working with Mark as well. Extensive background in real estate and sales in general. So I'm up here to build my network, as well as provide a lot of value as much as possible to anybody who's interested in getting good returns on their money and doing real estate.
Yeah.
My name is Kevin King. I don't live in Cincinnati. I live locally, but he got here before I did. So good job, man. That's awesome. That's because you're living. That's right. Oh, okay. Yeah, that helped. Can I live in your basement so you can wake me up too? That'd be great. So I'm here because I'm picking up my Action Vision packet and also part of Copper Connections. Your daughter is gorgeous. She is so sweet. I help people get health insurance they can actually use and can actually afford, saving people money and then helping them reinvest that into places other than just the premiums they're spending at the health insurance companies. Yeah.
Cool. Alex?
I'm here because Ed invited me, and I'm not a part of his team or anything. He's just a good-natured guy, and I like him. So yeah, right? Yeah, nobody else is. So I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn as much as I can, as fast as I can, and it has been a really moving, motivating course of my life. So
Cool. Sorry.
Carlos.
Carlos, how you doing today, Carlos?
How you guys doing? Good. Ian Miguel on Facebook, just reaching out to different people, networking. I do kitchen refinishing, kitchen and bathroom finishing, so painting cabinets on site. Family does, custom cabinetry for like 25, 30 years. Kind of niched out that little part of it, so I've been doing that for a few years, and it's my first time here, obviously. So what did
What did you show up wanting to accomplish today?
pretty much just kind of get a feel for the group and see what everyone does, and just kind of just network, see how we provide value.
I'm curious, who here today showed up with the intention of working on that best thought, with whatever it is you're trying to do? What's the last 2 weeks we've been talking about, what's that best thought, what's that thing that we need to do this week to make money, to grow our business? So I'm curious who came here prepared and ready to talk about that. Yep, awesome. You guys did, awesome, cool. So who actually took action on the best thought we discussed last week? And who accomplished what that was? Who accomplished it? What was your best thought last week?
We talked about three-way calls, right?
Three-way calls, yeah.
My best thought, my next best action for my business was doing more three-way calls. So I had a very successful three-way call.
Okay, cool. So what were you able to accomplish with that?
Well, I mean, she's going to continue in the process with us. She's going to come to one of our workshops. And yeah, very good. I think she's done it.
That's great. What drove you to do that?
it was just, it was a thought that was stimulated from coming here, you know, and knowing that is that the right thing to do. And we said that I was going to take action on it, so I did. And it was a really good turnout.
So what was the result? What's ultimately, what do we gain out of that? How does that grow our business? How do we
Well, it's a
make money
win-win. I
from
mean,
there?
ultimately, like, she was able to get a lot of her questions answered, and she, you know, it's so exciting to talk to people and to provide solutions for something they've been looking for a long time. You know, to hear that she's been looking for something like this for so long and hear that excitement in her voice, it's very fulfilling.
What's next?
What I do. What's next for her or for me? To continue to guide her through our process and to inevitably generate revenue from that.
Who didn't accomplish what we talked about last week for you, your best stop? Why is that?
Oh, that's because I've been really, really busy. Really busy. But I will. So, give me time.
Okay. What, anyone else? So really busy. Who else came in with their best thought and wasn't able to get that done, wasn't able to get that started this week? Everybody accomplished their best thought, made money?
I didn't make any money, but
Why is that?
because I talked with Mark yesterday, and I need to make some tweaks.
Okay. So what was your best thought, Jay?
Consistency.
Consistency? Remember what Mark's was?
I wasn't here last week. So I
Remember
don't
what it
know.
was 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago was consistency, and that's what I've been working on is consistency.
Okay. Have you used the video?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Consistently?
Consistently.
Okay. Excellent. So then, what do we need to do to make money with that? That needs
Well,
to be.
that's what when I talked with Mark yesterday, we talked about how I need to kind of change up things a little bit and present it a little bit different.
Okay. Cool. So everybody, it sounds like, has taken action. Who's grown their business with that?
You said who's grown?
Who's grown their business?
Who's grown?
I did.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'm planning on
Trying.
Saturday.
Trying.
We're having a group meeting with my group.
Okay.
We're doing the same things that I'm doing for myself, for the group.
Okay.
Hey, man.
That's good, Jeff.
Hey, Matt, one
Yeah.
thing that I'm doing is the little knowledge that I do have, and my friends that want to get involved with me in real estate, kind of, helping them out, like partnering on deals.
How are they doing with that?
I have a friend, she's with Renatus, and she was just kind of in that stage of didn't know where to go. So just kind of directed her what to do, and she's doing well, so kind of excited about that.
Can you elaborate a little bit? What's well?
So, for instance, just getting mail out, making phone calls, following up. I mean, it's going good. She had she started in the pack clean of Renatus, and she was just getting all the information, but she hadn't took any steps to get out there, to get her name out there, to find property. So, like I said, we working together, and, trying to get some deals done. So not only am I, doing what I have to do, I'm also actually helping her, and we're kind of, joining together, doing deals and stuff. So
Are we getting results?
yeah.
Okay, cool. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, that's what we want, right? Not just activity. We want results. We want accomplishment. We want to do it faster. And so we want to look at what are the things we're doing. How are we top grading our thoughts? How are we driving that forward?
how are we driving our partners forward to get those results faster so we can grow our business, so we can continue to do more investment. Does anyone remember who was here last week, what Mark shared? The one best thought for anybody in the group to make money last week.
Circle 12?
Yeah, great job. What?
Could you repeat it again so we can hear it?
Circle 12.
Yeah.
We need a team to.
What was special about that team?
Everybody just want to come to meeting first and take action when we divided the job. I finished mine last week,
Right.
so I did a really good job for Mark's program. I translated to the Chinese and sent it out, and I have people just say that, Amy, can I add more people to the group? So I must finish pretty good.
So, to add on to that, specifically what he recommended was come up with your 12 outside the box thinkers.
That doesn't work very well because I was fighting with girls for a church dancing group. But I helped to establish a committee for the dancing group.
Okay. So why wouldn't the 12 outside the box thinkers work very well? Did you do it?
That's what I'm saying. I have the committee member has
Yes or no?
six
Yes or no?
girls. Okay. I'm trying to do that.
So let me ask this then. Who here comes up with a ton of business ideas? Who here works with a mentor who gives a ton of great business ideas and doesn't follow through with them?
And doesn't follow?
Does not. Doesn't capitalize on them. Doesn't profit from them. Doesn't grow their business from them. Doesn't drive it through effectively.
I'll do.
Yeah, absolutely. Who has actually followed through on them and made a ton of money off of that?
Yeah.
Steve, why? Why is that? What have you done?
I identify a need, and I see how I can provide value. And if I can't provide value, I find someone else who can, and I make the connection. And sometimes you make money, sometimes you don't. But if you wanted to, you could always make money.
So, two questions on that. What's the first thing you evaluate when you have an idea, hear an idea? And then what's the key to driving that through? The one key.
Yeah, I like to figure out what people are doing, and then figure out what their biggest challenge is. Which is why I really like what Mark's question normally is. So I ask, okay, what do you need in the next month, say 2 months, to happen to expand your business, or what is something that you have? What is a problem you have to figure it out in your business or personal life, and then kind of go from there. And if I can help, then I try to add sort of value and what I can.
So what's the one key to driving in ideas?
Yeah, some shape or fashion. Right. Yeah, you have to move forward and make the phone call.
So how many of us hear great ideas, come up with great ideas, think they're great, and then just don't take action on them?
Some of mine, it's just too many.
Well, okay. But how many of us are looking to grow businesses, develop new businesses, create new things, and we're not following through on it? How many of us have partners that we're sharing ideas with, trying to push to be successful, to help be successful, and they're not following through on it? So, who of us here can benefit from teaching and working with others, and really teaching them how to, first of all, knowing how to push them through to from idea, concept stage to actually taking action stage?
That part is really hard.
Is that?
Yeah, I sit down with a lot of people. What like for example, when I sit down with somebody, you come up with a plan, as you just said.
Right.
And it's a good plan, and then it stops there. Because for you to do it is really hard.
Why do you think it's hard? Oh, well, that's true. Why do you think people don't do it?
I don't know.
That's the key. They don't see
No,
value.
no, I don't know that. They see
They see the value, but they're
It's an emotional thing.
Yeah.
the emotional thing, like what?
It's like when you talk to a smoker, you can logically convince him that smoking's bad for him. So yeah, but like you'll see him the next day doing the habit that he has formed throughout for most of his life. It's not a logical response. 90% of the time, people will agree with you and be like, "This is a great opportunity." But the emotional, getting over the fact of like that security to take the chance to be free, people really struggle with.
So why do you think they don't follow through?
There's fear, and a lot of people can't get over the risk in their minds, but they don't understand that in their life as it is now, in that secured life, they're taking a risk every day because they don't have control. So releasing from that it's like a drug, like money and working for money. It is a drug because you get addicted to that high you get off of when you get that secure paycheck. But the problem with that is people get attached to it and they can't release from it to try to start something that's honestly a better opportunity.
So fear, any others?
You sabotage yourself because of not only the fear, but the thing is that you develop a mindset that you're not worthy of it. And so subconsciously, you don't feel worthy of the results that you are asking, that you want.
So it's taking the facts of what's actually happened and the meaning that you're placing on it.
Right, and so you sabotage yourself.
So not taking ownership of what the actual facts is. Okay. They're taking ownership of it, but maybe not in the most appropriate ways. Okay, cool. So I guess before we break, yes.
I think that the root of it is the fear of loss isn't big enough in their mind. Because people, the level, people only do any sort of action for normally one of two reasons. The opportunity of gain or the fear of loss. And the fear of loss is so much stronger than the opportunity for gain. Because we have great ideas, that's the opportunity of gain. But the ideas aren't like, hey, I'm losing because I'm not taking action on this idea. They change the way they think. I mean, I've got an idea right now, I could be making 50 mil. Right. But if I don't take action on it, I need to think of it like I'm losing $50 million of opportunity that I can help so many people with. So I'm losing 50 mil if I don't take action. Is the way I have to change the way I think. So it gives me a drive.
I think a lot of people, even if they have fear of failure or fear of losing something, unless they take that and use that fear as positive, as opposed to allowing it to regroup in their brain as they're a victim. Because a lot of people, when they're in a situation that's a downward spiral, start feeling like a victim instead of using that fear to motivate them and move forward.
So let's take that. Let's take all those ideas because they're all relevant to today. So what we have is really a framework for you to coach other people you're working for to really go through and lock in what that idea is that you're trying to give them, what that idea is that you have, that next great idea, and how to push that through to take action, and kind of what you need to do to lock it in and go forward. There's really 6 steps to put any idea into action, and I handed out in front of you guys a quick form. Along the top you see 6 6 white papers sitting on top of the titles of 6 white papers. But really, what this is an actual framework in driving something through so that we can grow our businesses so we can make more money. So the very first step is the what's in it for me. And ultimately, that's exactly what you're talking about, Stephen. It's you have this idea. It's you laying out what this fear of loss is versus what this opportunity for gain is. It's, what do I get out of this? How can I leverage? That has to be first. That you have to be selfishly unselfish. You have to know what you're doing, so that when you're looking to work with other people and you're looking to bring them in, you're able to connect that. You're able to connect their interests within that, and you're able to drive that forward. If you don't have that benefit, that clear benefit, you're not going to drive that idea forward. So you need to top grade that within these ideas that you drive your week forward. The next one after that is consistency and commitment, and then into drive and discipline. These are the values and the level of integrity that we have to follow through with what we say. So these are the systems that we develop to do what we do in the time that we do it, and then making sure that we sit down and do that and push that forward. Create those systems to be consistent with that. Drive and discipline, that's executing on this planning and organization that we take and taking that action. Step 4, the key to great communication and effective execution with partners. It's how we listen to ideas. It's how we clearly communicate them to other people. How do we do it in the best way? How do we think when we get feedback? Are we being selfish with the way we think? Are we being open to ideas and being more effective in how we kind of move that forward? Step 5 is self-vaporization. And so that's looking at why am I not doing things? What's the meaning that I'm giving to this situation? Am I sabotaging myself? How can I help a partner of mine who's sabotaging themselves? How do we give a different meaning to the fact of what's going on? And then step 6 is probably the most important part for any entrepreneur, anyone trying to grow their business. That's actually sitting there and looking at what actions did I take, how did I, and then kind of debriefing yourself and saying, was this effective? Did I do it right? Maybe I did it right, but what went wrong? And then not quitting, but going back to the beginning. And then using that knowledge to leverage, to do it better, to do it more effective, to kind of push that forward. So those are real quick, those are the 6 steps that we need to take to really take action and then really grow within that. There's ultimately, like I said, that's really what's going to kind of take us from just sitting and thinking of ideas and putting them into that next step. That first idea may not work out, but what you learn from that idea once you put that into action is going to help you in that next idea that you have. It's going to make you more effective. The first one isn't going to work out, but it's what we learn from that which makes that next one work out, which is what makes us grow our business, which is what makes us make money. So what I'd like to do is, we have about 20 minutes here of scheduled time. Maybe break out into about 3 groups here and kind of go around and look at what's our best idea this week to grow our business, to make money. What are some of these actions that we need to take? And then allow the group to be able to hold us accountable to that next week. Did we grow our business? Did we make money? Did I do the things that were the best thing for my business this week? If not, why? But I don't know that we've fully established this yet, so I think that's what we do here. Walk through this framework, at least the initial parts. What's my best idea? What's in it for me? What's in it for other people? How do you bring that together?
Question.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep this idea until we go through all these steps. We're just keep moving ideas, right? It's not going to be something different.
until you have something better for you and your business.
Until you follow through with that and it's working and just being consistent.
You should always be top grade. You should always be top grade. What's going to be the best thing for your business? And so if there's a new idea that comes in, it may be better to walk through some of the initial parts of this. What's in it for me? What's in it for others? How do I be consistent and committed to this? In doing this, is this opportunity better than what I'm currently have in place? We're constantly top grading what we're doing. Any questions? Cool. So maybe I think what we do is break off the table. Sure. Yep. You want to split it in 2 or 3? That's going to work for you.
Part of it was Stephen and Dale, so Stephen and Dale coming on here, and then you can go into where
okay, this way.
That's about.
It's not the Ohio ones.
Louis Roberts.
Can you move down here? Yep. Jill, can you switch your seat for
Why am I being funny?
because you have potential. So you'll be able to switch it with the copy and
slide down. Actually, can you slide down next to her?
Yeah, I remember, man.
Yeah.
Go we stock it for us.
Yeah, sure. So,
There's a video.
Sure.
I was looking at your videos. I saw Matt. I couldn't be happy to.
Yeah.
I noticed I'll have like 120, 140 hits.
Anything out.
I wanted to experiment with that. If you don't mind, I want to do a voiceover or something. Just do like an 8 hits test.
Yeah. Are you gonna stay down there?
Is that okay?
Yes.
Down here?
Yeah.
I mean, we have videos of voiceovers. Yeah, some of them do, but they're not ones I've done. Because I do primarily only social media videos. So what we've been doing with the social media videos is when you have something on Facebook, a lot of people are still on Facebook when they're not supposed to. And they don't think it's needed. So that's why I keep things. Now, there are some videos that we look at with voiceovers. We've done a little bit, we just haven't done it. We have Kevin Keane, he's done a few voiceovers, he's got his professional voice. These have been more successful than the ones with the voiceovers so far. So, but I mean, I'm willing to try some of them. And you'll notice some of the ones in the beginning, like ads and stuff like that, those were some of the ones we first started out with, so I wasn't sure how we wanted to go about those, but.
So, do you have this? How do I overcome that doubt? Seeing that I'm fairly new in my business without conveying a message to
How do
them
you
that,
get people
that
So how do you
call me.
How curious, how good of students do you think the four of you are? If you were a better student, like if you were me, if I was you, I was sitting there, what question would I ask?
Okay.
Okay. What might be another question? That's a good question.
Well,
that's always that's an amazing question.
I really want to know what you
I like your ideas.
I don't like taking
What's my idea?
Here's how you get around it.
I mean, I have a hard time.
When you get in the first week, can you make money the first week you're in?
So the question I would ask if I was one of the four of you is, how come I'm down here?
Through actually, I believe through a number of venues.
And there's a lot of people like what's did you guys watch Sesame Street? There's a tremendous amount of wisdom there that it's like
why are we, like, are we special? Like, Andy thought he was in trouble. He's like, am I in trouble? If you're asking the question, you'll find out fast.
Oh, okay.
So, any ideas what the four of you have in common?
If you can make money by saving money the first week that you're in the business, can you set up an HSA?
Okay.
Can you set
So
up
who are
your
we
corporation
missing
to save money? Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah, you know, and I've done all those things. Instead of corporation, I'm saving what
That's
exactly how much I
normal.
paid in.
You know, Lisa is normal.
Alright, so the first week, did you make money?
Are they a regular?
I did.
Are you debating it?
Okay.
No,
So
I
he's
will.
never here.
Okay. And you know what?
I'm
I've
missing
seen
your
that with people
co-op.
before, and like people who want are thinking about getting in. I will sit down with them in my office for 5 minutes, and I'll say $2,000 to $10,000.
So
Right here,
Gail
right in front
said
of them,
he's not gonna be here.
and I'll go, do you have an HSA?
She
Do
was
you have an
wrong.
HSA?
He
You know how
wasn't.
an HSA works?
Let's fix it.
You save $2,000 right here.
Anybody know why?
Yeah, I just made you $2,000. And I go through a couple of things real quick. I would save them $2,000 to $10,000 in 5 or 10 minutes. And I'd be walking out.
Why doesn't he?
I just paid for the course fee. Because I saved you know, $2,000 to $10,000. If I
So
saved
if you're
$2,000 to $10,000,
offensive,
is there any reason you can't
it
afford it?
causes them,
Because you're gonna say that
if you say something
$2,000 every
offensive,
year, and the
it
course
causes
is
them to take
$2,000.
notice.
You know what I mean?
year.
Right, so-
Yeah, not every year.
So then what's what's his best thought this week?
He has to realize,
Not hearing, so.
he has to realize what he's got done already.
It's like,
Because he
I don't
realize
have
what he's
to.
done. I've done a lot of
Clearly, but now
I hear you, but I don't
the
hear.
confidence is there now because
It makes sense. I mean,
what he's saying
a lot of
is easy.
practicing with my
And
wife and
I can list off examples of how I'm saving money already.
Right.
Like,
You know why you
stopped
share that?
IRA. Like I'm saving money on taxes and I'm paying
I didn't know.
with
I
my
am sure.
retirement account that I
Here's
didn't
the
think
roller
possible for.
That's something that it's like.
I'm saving a lot of money with taxes.
Yeah, I haven't, because I'm very strategic.
let's turn that into-
how it's done, what it's done, to all the people that are influenced by what it's done.
To hold you accountable.
It is designed to go ahead and have a very
going into
specific
this week,
purpose of leverage.
do you need to
It
do?
leverages
I got what it is,
stock
what
things.
you need to do.
Tom Coons, the most
I
recent
need to
past
follow
president of
what?
Century 21.
How do we measure
He's
that?
a master.
It's not going to
He
take
and
a
I
week.
traveled
It's
around
gonna
the world.
I need to follow up with the
promoting
doubters
our
in my
book and
life that
everything
they came to me and be like, hey,
community
I'm
business
money to me.
partnerships.
I'm
What's
gonna
the
follow.
first thing you do?
So, in
Yeah,
community
you
business partnerships. If Tom would say something offensive to people, he would wait 3 seconds.
All right, let me think here. Let me
Before
think
you
here.
call
He
anybody,
would
you have
wait
to think.
3 seconds, and then he would say, what I mean by that.
Write it down.
Why don't we go, oh, you're leaving, why don't we go down to that?
And I saw it happen over and over again. I can't say that, but we did, and he always got away with it.
Kind of grow, so you know what,
So Alex isn't here today.
Well, I want to add something. I don't know why, but Alex might not be here. Alex and I both. I'm not very interested.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm weird.
Right.
So, if you look at the list here,
Right.
if you don't
Might be
know
disruptive, like.
So
what it
week
is,
you're
what that
usually
next step is, to grow
because
your
you can go
business,
anywhere
take things forward.
and talk to anybody.
What I have
They'll
here
that
on the
mindset.
sheet, this is the next best step.
So you know why Gail might be easily influenced?
You need to sit down.
He's not.
She's not,
You need to write down.
maybe not as much as Alex, but maybe more.
I think that there's a balance, and it's very difficult when you're first starting, because you want to be the go-to. And you want to
You need to find
be
out from
mentored,
that.
and you want to take suggestions, and you try to do the process, and you're being told work.
A lot of times with these guys, you just
But then you
find
get
out
to
you
the
can go right people that you love help.
Right.
And I'm struggling with this myself right
What
now.
that's gonna do is
But I'm not
that's
just
gonna
gonna
start
do what I'm being told to do,
That's
I'm
gonna
gonna
take
decide
right, that's
eventually
gonna
it's
start
best.
creating
Right.
ideas within you. It's
He's
gonna
not
start.
in. That's how it normally works.
Ideas that are not back.
At the end of the decision, you know it.
Come back and see
Make your own decision. His decision was made for him. Right.
So what I would want to hear from you next
So
week
now,
is
so who's, in this group here, in this group here, who's the one that, like, who can say the most offensive thing and get away with it? Or who can, let's say, who has to be the most sensitive of everyone in this
What are we
group?
gonna get out of that?
You.
That you're right?
Because
Or is it gonna move
Instructor, the teacher.
It could potentially move it forward.
I mean,
But
isn't that weird?
let me ask you
I'm gonna
What
move
would
on
lead you
to
to
the
believe
next
that I'm
person.
an instructor? I'm not even sitting at the table. I'm sitting like in a long
would it
little
be
booth
more
over there.
effective
And what would lead you to believe
come
that
up
I'm
with
the
12
instructor?
outside of the box thinkers, people who are doing things a little bit differently?
I'm gonna do that too.
but,
We both.
I mean,
Any other idea?
What I would say is come back.
Who's got to be the most sensitive and careful of what they say?
You got it.
And kind of where that went in engaging that, taking that forward.
Too easy.
Awesome.
My first thought, it sounds too easy until you start to work with the person.
All right, that'd be Steve.
Okay, as far
Why
as
does he have to be the most
moving
cautious?
forward, what I've done is I've made out umpties, and I'm marking off, I've got on there how many calls that I need to make on this, or contacts.
no, I was gonna say, and not you, her.
What did I talk to them about?
I'm sorry, what's your name? Gail Strudel.
Yeah, and
Actually,
I'm tracking.
she's the one that would be the least sensitive of anybody.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
and I originally had said that I was going to do 10 calls. 10 calls are just not feasible. Some days would
You can say whatever.
So I changed it to 5 and.
Right, because our moms, we were taught, little boys, don't make mom mad, don't say something offensive. Like our dads and every other male teaches, every other female teaches. So as little boys, we learn, women can say pretty much anything they want to say, and you know what, you just have to take it.
I look like a.
So women can get away with murder, they can say things
Because I
that
put, you know,
your
a little star on the
ability
days that I
to
did
go
what I
ahead
was
and be
supposed to do.
offensive is amazing.
If
You
I
can
got
move
4
like
calls
whole
in,
groups
I
of
put
people.
4, but I have made 5 every day.
It's very,
Where's that, how's that pushing?
very powerful. So there's a, Rosanna leads up, Rosanna and Avalinda lead up an awesome women's group on Mondays at 11:30 on the conference
Doing more than
call.
just one thing. So
You
even days when
guys
I'm tired,
ought to get the
that's sitting in
women
front of me.
in your life into that
And
group.
so I look at it and.
Because that group is not like any other group of women that I know.
But I gotta do it.
I mean, they really,
So,
they
have
push
you-
the buttons.
That's great that you're looking at this.
And they'll cause women to think in a very
Have
different
you
way.
come up with your 12
And so involved in that group.
consistently
In a good way when a bad
engaging them and being in touch with them
in a bad now.
and working through things that they love.
Putting that fire.
I have not.
I don't know about you, but I have a
have
wife
been-
of 33 years
Because,
and
you
4
know, I've
head
had a
all
hard time
daughters.
trying to
And
identify.
I've just learned
who
that,
the outer-
you know, I'm not able to
How do you know
control
who they
them.
are?
So even bad is good and good is bad. I mean, it's just all, so it's all kind of crazy.
So,
I do get the first 7
One
minutes of
thing
the group.
that I've been told and I
Sometimes you put your
completely
mouth
understand is when we
Yeah,
No,
really.
actually, this last, like yesterday,
about
I took almost the whole group because I intrigued the women so much.
be wrong, it may
I
be.
seduced them,
We
drew
don't
them
know.
in, where they kept
Start-
asking me more and more
You
questions.
can't come up with
and
12
the
set solid people you know are outside of the box thinkers. Come up with 12
So
people.
I'm willing to say things
Wanna do
to
business.
women
Reach
that
out and see
almost
what
no
they're
sane
doing,
man would ever say.
what kind of things they're working on. See if that's
So
something
I'm willing to
that
go
seems
ahead
like
and
something
say,
that you can build your
you know,
vision
either
on.
the men in your life are now, because you're blind.
Some of the
You
people
seduce
that I
them.
have
They think
thought
you're
of,
really nice and generous.
when I have reached out to
Yeah,
them at all.
that's not been my
I
experience.
guess
They think
they're
you're
not as
sensitive.
out of the
That's not
box
been my experience.
as
So
I thought
I'm
they
willing
might
to
be.
say things to women. I'm willing to say things to women that almost no other man
People
on the
that
planet.
have expressed wanting to
What
have
that
more
does
in
is
their
it
life,
draws
or
women in.
do more in their life, or whatever.
Because I think women are
When
hungry for the
you
truth.
approach them and said, are you really
Yeah,
serious
I
about
think
this?
women are hungry, especially in business.
Then all of a sudden they back off.
Business
and
is
it's
a
like,
contact
oh,
force
well.
and it's brutal.
So that's
I
an
mean,
important thing.
so women
that's
are
where
drawn
we're
to
qualifying
me because I'm willing to go ahead.
They may not be a 7 or 8, they may not be.
But it's not only women who are
But
drawn
that's
to
where
me,
we
who
wanna
else is
create
drawn
that
to me?
system.
where we're leveraging trailer videos.
Like who's the next after Gail that can say, you know, pretty much anything you get away with?
Where we're moving them up that urgency chain.
Where do I find them? What is it? In the group?
In the group.
Because we were talking about that, and that's a lot of the excuses that I
Not
get.
me.
Because?
Oh, well, we'll do this.
Because I'm a young white
I
male.
don't really have time. And then we find out that they were at a party or they were
It
at.
came from a pretty
this
well
or that,
So,
grown
So
up,
it was an
like
excuse.
raising and
Well,
everything.
So again, you want to focus 80% of your time on the 20% of people who are going to get.
Right.
So that means it's
So those are the people where you
or-
follow up with them on a weekly
So,
basis, maybe.
so Jonathan, you went ahead and influenced the whole group, so you saw things that most people don't see, and or if they see it, they don't have the courage to say it.
Physically touch them.
They don't have the courage to say it. So if it's between you two, and I'm not saying it is, but if it is between you two, which of the two of you can go ahead and say, not as much as a woman, but more than Jonathan?
Could be.
Could be, yeah.
Absolutely.
They're good people, they go to church, and they are standing up for wrong things. So I think this is.
Right, you can get away with it. Oh, big time.
Opportunity here.
And who would be even more powerful
What's the
somebody that's
actions
even
and
from
things
Gail?
that you need to do
They can get away with anything.
to grow your business, to grow these
Anything in
ideas
the world.
that you have that you constantly come up
That
with.
person would be more powerful than all
What are
of
the
us, you
things
know?
you do with this group, plus another
The
six,
black one.
to help start driving these?
Like they can get on TV, they can say anything they want to say. Nobody, they are so powerful.
Yeah.
So.
Which is, it just is what it is. It's not good, it's not bad, it's very powerful. And so do you know how to use that power? So it would be you would be, because you're a black man. And so people have been, and so why can women get away with anything? Why can black men, why can black women? They're trump everybody. I mean, they just trump, they're just amazing. And they're fire power. And they can either use it for good and use it for bad. It's up to them. They don't know that they have. Like, I've had 3 black women say to me, Mark, you're a black woman.
This is just my thought. It's not.
I mean, they're seriously like, you're a black woman.
We all have great.
Black woman. They are, yeah, no, black woman. And so, and I asked all of them, and none of them are aware of the power. None of them know how much, and they know subconsciously because they use it. Like a woman, she knows subconsciously, but most women have no idea as to the power that they have
That we can be held accountable.
over a group, over men. They don't, and so they don't know how to leverage that for their benefit and for everybody else's. So they hurt a lot of other people, and most men are just wusses and they just sit back and let it happen.
To talk about the vision idea. So to get us.
Well, if you're an entrepreneur,
Build this dancing group.
and if you,
Where are you at with the?
like everything depends on you, nobody's gonna rescue you, but like people alienate, people go ahead and down on you all the time. Being an entrepreneur,
A lot of people.
like that's like a black woman.
Because they're probably already sending them out.
She doesn't have the infrastructure, most of them, they don't have black men, they don't have, what they have is they have community.
Introduction to entrepreneurship.
They have, and so that's where women take out women and hurt them. And that's where my training comes from. I used to have my wife, my 4 daughters, and then even when my sons were younger, now they're starting to get to be.
So another suggestion is you can study comedians.
Right.
What the hardest comedians to be are the white comedians. Because every other comedian, they can say whatever they want about any race, any person, anything. They're not going to get ridiculed. You have Daniel Tosh. He's probably one of the most popular white comedians. And the stuff he says would offend almost anybody. But how does he get away with it? And first, he starts by, he points out every one of his own flaws. Anything that anyone could ever put him down about, he's already pointed that out. So he's like, all right, yeah, well, I'm a privileged white male that comes from Orange County, California, and he's like, that's why I get away with it. Oh, you don't like, and then he'll make fun of all the white people in the crowd. He'll sit there and be like, oh, you don't like being privileged? You don't like it shoving it in people's faces? Oh, well, sorry, you'll be stabbed with a fork after the show. I mean, my dad should watch it. It'd probably be dangerous to show him this one, but what he says is just, but he attacks the people that he can get away with, and everyone else say, well, when he already attacked, the rich, white, privileged people in the room, and then everybody laughing, everybody. And there's a few people who get offensive.
So Kevin, he said to me a year or so ago, and so you want to talk with him for sure, because he's been with Mastermind Seminars from the very beginning. And so he said to me, he said, Mark, you would be an amazing comedian. Really? He's like, oh yeah.
He would be.
I'll leave. I'm like, oh, I don't understand that. He's like, because you're willing to say things.
We're assigning
Against
things here.
things, but nobody's willing
So
to say
fact is,
them.
there's things that aren't.
You know? And so,
whatever meaning you're assigning is just kind of.
so most leaders of
talk about
people, they don't want the people they're leading to be
organization. We want to make sure we're assigning positive meaning.
Because as soon as somebody connects with me, they have a hard time following me.
Do you want to close this out?
Besides top
All right,
we've
Barb,
done an action vision,
you can see the energy, the excitement.
identified 6 or 7 different categories.
So this is the video stream.
Business with, and I
Barb is leading all of that up.
already.
And so you can get people from all over the country
So that's done.
being
Realize
into
is
this.
that now I have
And so we can
a system
have
that's now
some
in
number
place
of people
where I can
here,
take a business
but
operating
online
system,
on the virtual.
create massive value for
And so
any
if you get,
business anywhere,
Stephen, if you get
anytime,
people in your various
help them
areas,
become massive.
they see this energy, they see what's going on.
And
There's something
do it,
special about this where it's like they're not really interested in a lot of people.
organization. So what I realized
Most
that I can
groups
do is
want a
not
lot of
only
people.
one of the greatest things
Not
I've
me.
been able to do for any
I'd rather have, I can
organization
accomplish
is
more
to
with one person than I
save
can
their
with 20
clients'
people.
time by helping them
But
get
it feels
out
good
much
because you're like,
more
oh, all these people are excited, all these people are.
save money.
It's surface, it's not, it's temporal, it's seduction.
People have
And so there's
no
something,
excuses.
there's something that
You've already budgeted
people.
money.
Had to close it out.
Yeah, that's
money
fine.
that used to be going